Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to
Chaminade Resort.
It's a Chaminade Resort and Spa here in Santa Cruz, California, the temporary home of proven winners for their spring trial. This is a brand new location.
It's beautiful, beautiful.
It's stunning out here. We would love to go into the restaurant and maybe hit the spa for a little bit of a massage, but instead we're going to head inside to see what Proven Winners is up to. They are the #1 plant brand according to that sign. Let's find out if it's true. Come on, Ellen. You know, Ellen, we could get married at this place.
Oh.
Well, we couldn't get married. We are married.
You're married.
But they do 6 marriages a weekend.
Do they really?
Here at Chaminade, and you can see why it's a beautiful spot for a spring trial. Nice setting, lovely fountain, and the Proven Winners varieties, which they've got underneath this tent and over in a little shady spot over there. And the first thing we're going to look at here, well, annuals. That's what Proven Winners are best known for. And let's talk first about some of their specifically new things. Then we'll come back to the stuff we're passing by here. How about this one right here, Ellen?
This is White Knight. A very calm lobularia.
Now, you know Snow Princess. This is the one they brought out, I think, 3 years ago. Wonderful plant. It's kind of taken the world by storm, put lobularia on the map. But this thing, well, she's a bit of a beast, they say.
Thug.
A thug. Takes over containers. So they've got this new variety, White Knight, which stays about half the size.
Right, mature size. Same growing, same performance in a pot, but it grows half the size.
Right, same PGR, same everything you do to it early on, but it's not going to take over container. It plays well with others.
Yes.
She does. So that's it. Now, Super Bells are their Calibracoa series, and there's a couple of new colors here. Spicy. Let's bring this in where you can see if you can get this in the shade, or the lighting is a little tricky here.
A bit of a darker terracotta color.
And that was the key. They wanted a really nice upgraded terracotta style, so that's Spicy.
Another pomegranate name.
We saw a pomegranate earlier. It's an up-and-coming fruit, I think. So this is Pomegranate Punch. Very nice. Now, for you Canadians out there, all you U.S. folks, turn away right now, avert your eyes. This is Double Yellow. Only available in Canada, these doubles. And which one is this? Because there's not a sign.
Double salsa.
There it is. I'm sorry, double salsa. And how about a new Sunday's Bracteantha? This is Blaze. There's a yellow one already in the line. There's a white one, and now there is an orange. And then lastly, come on down here. Oh, a Wedgwood Blue Improved Angel Face. Vivid blue and white. It's very early, and they've improved both the habit and the branching. That's Angel Face Wedgwood Blue Improved. More annuals.
More, yes.
How about this
Good
one
job.
right here?
This is a fireworks Pennisetum in the Graceful Grasses line.
Great component for your mixed containers, in which Proven Winners, of course, noted for mixed containers.
Right.
They kind of put mixed containers on the map for that matter. And here's another one you can put in there. This is a Super Tunia, one of the great lines of spreading vegetative petunias out there. This variety is called
Flamingo. Flamingo. That's right.
Flamingo.
Early and compact. Great flower performance.
A replacement for Super Tunia Cotton Candy, they say. Now, how similar color, much smaller flower. This is Super Tunia Orchid Charm. And we've got a Super Tunia White Improved over here. But here's something I like. This is a Catalina Taurinia called Grape-O-Licious. Get some flowers on there. Beautiful bicolor. Bicolors are big, according to Marshall Durst. In fact, here's an interesting little stat from Marshall. He says they did some research with their customers. They knew that purple is the #1 color among female consumers out there.
Followed close by pink.
Pink. You know what #3 is?
It was the bicolors.
Bicolors. They had never asked for bicolor as a color choice. When they asked that, it turned out to be tied for #3 with red.
Huh.
So you're going to see a lot more bicolors
I've seen a lot.
Winners, and
this week.
that's why they've been so successful. And we've seen a lot out of Pactrol. So that one fits into that category.
Superbina Royale White Cap. And the Royales are meant to be a little bit more well balanced on the benches.
Nice to have them. They don't tangle, and they are easy to retail, but they give good performance. But if you want something that's a little bit more unruly, a little crazy, a little big and vigorous, how about Superbina Violet Ice? Rick Schulhorn really liked this one because of its habit. Well, he's 6'8". He's gangly. He's big and gangly. This plant is gangly. It's just like Rick. It's a Rick Schulhorn plant. So now, something different from Proven Winners. They've actually started putting a few things into their lines that come from other companies that are already out on the marketplace. And just about the first ever seed variety into Proven Winners is Surefire Rose Begonia. You may know it as Big from Benari, but it's now a Proven Winners, and it's going by the name Surefire. Why did they do it? Because why not get a great fibrous begonia for the shade into the line? Proven Winners wants the best products for gardens, for the consumer's garden. This is a great begonia. And along those same lines, come over this way, Jenzy, geraniums. They've tried geraniums in the past. Then the line went away from the breeder who was providing it. They feel the best geranium out there right now is Calliope and Caliente from Syngenta, and they now have them in their line, except they're known as Boldly and as Timeless. This is Caliente, and Boldly is Calliope. But now it's Boldly and Timeless in the Proven Winners line.